Why are you so downcast, oh my soul? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet serve Him, my Savior and my God. The song I opened with is a song I wrote based on Psalm 42 and 43. It's called Why Are You So Downcast? The song is from the Psalm. Some of you know I struggle with depression, mental illness. I was diagnosed back in around 2006. And I know, what does all this have to do with Paddy Pimblett? And I'll get to that in a minute. But working in churches and playing Christian music, sometimes it was a struggle. So I was always glad when I could find Bible verses that talked about depression. And the reason I went to Psalm 42 is this. Starting in verse 1, it says, "As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God. My soul thirsts for God, the living God. When can I go and meet with God?" And then verse 3, "My tears have been my food day and night, while people say to me all day long, 'Where is your God?' Why, my soul, are you so downcast? Why so disturbed within me?" I haven't played that like most of my songs in a very long time. I might play it on the Sunday stream. I'm not sure. It's a tough song to play because it's just very honest. My injury came from an assault. Someone during a hockey game, a roller hockey game, ended up kneeling on my chest and punching my helmet. And you wouldn't think that would hurt, but because my head was on the ground and they struck my helmet six or seven times, I blacked out, so I don't 100% sure know. That caused my brain to touch the skull in the front and the back. The athletes in UFC are incredible, and in all MMA. And the things they can do are unbelievable, but I can't watch a fight because every time someone gets hit in the head, it takes me right back to when I was injured. But I love the stories. And maybe last year I heard of this fighter, Paddy Pimblett, Paddy the Baddy, and he was everywhere on social media, kind of like the way Conor McGregor used to be. And it just seemed like he was winning and couldn't be stopped. And for some reason, just like I did with pro wrestling growing up, even though, yeah, I know that's predetermined, etc., you love those hero stories. You know, you love those larger than life people. And so when Paddy was getting ready for a fight against Justin Gaethje, I knew I wouldn't watch it, but I'd want to know how it went. So the night of the fight, about the time I figured it'd be over, I said, okay, who won? And I found out that Paddy lost. And an interview came up, his post-fight interview. I can't imagine how hard it is to have a microphone in your face after something like that, after you lose a fight. But he starts talking with Joe Rogan, and then it caught me off guard. Out of the blue, he talks about some young men who took their lives.
I've mentioned it in my post-fight interviews before about men killing themselves. Two lads who are known by ours, Scott and Maggie, have killed themselves over the past couple of months since the last fought. So, again, men, speak up. Don't bottle your feelings up. Talk to someone. Don't kill yourself.
Men, speak up. Don't follow your feelings. Stop killing yourselves. The platform that Paddy Pimblett has is enormous, and he just used part of a 2.5-minute speech to talk about mental health, to talk about people who lost the battle to depression. So it may have passed under the radar for a lot of people, but for me, I almost couldn't believe what I was hearing, and I broke down. Twice a week, I turn on my computer, I pick up my guitar, and I sing songs. And I interact with people who are so encouraging and supportive. And I feel like I get part of my life back that I thought was gone. You can see this is the window I play in front of. It's winter here in Michigan. And one of the reasons I do it first is just because I love playing and singing. I know I'm not a professional. I know, looking back, I'd hoped to be someone who could do that for a living. It's a level I could never get to. But to be able to do it again and to have people come by and spend time, it gives you part of your life back. And part of it is how I deal with the depression, the struggle. A couple of months ago, I did one of these videos on a wrestler called Psycho Stu who was assaulted badly. Praying for his recovery, but talking about the road of depression after that kind of injury. I regret I haven't done another video since then, but I wanted to after I saw this. So Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, loses a fight, and for him in the moments afterwards to have the clarity to say what he said. Men, stop killing yourselves. Speak up. Don't follow your feelings. Depression is so much more widespread than we talk about. And so, I don't know if you see the blue jay behind me. It's actually kind of making me happy right now. It's pretty great. So, I just wanted to take a minute and do another one of these where, first, thank you. There's no way on planet Earth Paddy Pimblett's going to see this. But I do want to say thank you, because every time someone who has the type of platform he has speaks up, it makes it easier for one person. And I believe the things he said probably saved someone's life. And there's not a day goes by when I don't at least think about what he said. That maybe it's too tough to keep doing this, to keep waking up, feel this way, just to go back to sleep and wake up even more tired and feel this way again. But throughout the day, there are Bible studies I go to. There are friends online, like some of you watching this now, who send encouragement. The music I work on, doing things like gear review videos, it's therapy for me. And it gives me a purpose. Depression is a battle that you have to actively fight. And so if you're dealing with what I'm talking about, if you're watching this, it's not enough to just try to occupy your time. I go to a doctor for medication, and I have to speak to therapists. If you know Mr. Smith's channel, he's an incredible drummer. He donates part of all the money that comes in to mental health. There are so many people in this community that talk about these things. If you're dealing with depression, which I do, especially if you've been injured as well and you've got a head injury, it's going to exacerbate it. There are times when I don't see things the right way. If I didn't have people who were encouraging me, I'd be in a lot of trouble. On the other side of that too, if I didn't have a doctor I could talk to, if I didn't have therapists I could talk to, I'd be in a lot of trouble as well. I'm doing this because I'm hoping that, just like me the other night, maybe you'll hear something if you're in the middle of a cycle where you can tap the brakes and make sure you're actively getting the help that you need. And if you don't deal with depression, my hope in this is that you can see that this battle never ends. I've played my song Uncomplicated a lot lately, and I did a new video on it, and it talks all about chronic pain and depression. The music I play, a lot of it communicates this battle, this daily battle. and I know that I need help. It's not enough just to play music and do things that make me feel better. I have to actively seek help. What Paddy Pimblett said, don't follow your feelings. My feelings are wrong more often than they're right because I have a disease. Through medical help and professional intervention, I can still manage it daily, but it is a daily battle. And there's almost not a day that goes by where Paddy's advice doesn't come in handy. You only get this once. You only get one life, one crack at this. And I'm about to turn 50. It goes by fast enough as it is. I need to remember that I don't need to speed up that process. I love you all. Thank you to my wife for her support. Thank you to everybody for your support. And thank you to Paddy the Baddie for what you said after a tough loss. My hope is that more people will hear this and that a few of you through this video will hear what he's saying. Speak up, get help, and don't follow your feelings. For heaven's sake, don't throw away something that we only get one of to begin with. I love you all. Thank you for spending time today, and I'll talk to you soon.